Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? I am Joanne Hennig. This is J&J's Photo Art Marketing Cafe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Always nice to have you all with us when we do these meetings. Today we have a nice one for you. I hope the information, you take a few notes, as we always talk about, take a few notes. So we want to talk about today connecting with art buyers and the art of genuine engagement in art sales. So trying not to be overly salesy, overly phony, and trying to be somebody that you're not. We want you to become your true, authentic self. We want that to come through when we're talking with art buyers. So we're going to get a little bit deeper into the woods on that topic today. So, as an art photographer, if you are seeking to cultivate meaningful connections with your potential collectors and to elevate your art sales approach, this webinar is where we are going to explore effective strategies for building rapport and leveraging your online galleries, meeting the needs of art buyers without the hard sell, which is important. Whether you're new to the art sales business or you're looking to refine your approach, this webinar is going to equip you with valuable insights and practical techniques that are going to foster authentic connections and drive some success in your art sales. Sales. What kind of word is that? I'm going to write that one in the dictionary. So here we are. I am Joanne. Jessica's on the line with us as well. We are J&J, and this is the Café. We're the founders of Photo Art Pavilion, and we're also art photographers like yourselves. We love helping you guys and gals. We want to bring out your passion and your creativity in your photography, but alongside of all of that, which you guys are very, very good at, we also want to bring to you the practical elements of marketing and promoting your art. So we're just going to take a quick moment to introduce Jessica, who's on the call with us today, and let her say a few words.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for carving out a moment of your time to join us today. I know this is always the biggest question. It's, how to be more true when you're trying to showcase your work and really get out there. And Joanne has some really top-notch information here. So, Joanne, I'm going to let you run with it, and then I'll chime in at the end with some new little
Sounds
tips.
good, Jess.
Okay.
Absolutely. Sounds good. We'll keep moving forward from here. So item number one, understanding the collector's perspective. So when it comes to selling your art, understanding the collector's perspective is crucial. You're not looking to convey what it is that you want them to hear, but you want to be able to convey what they want to hear. So there's a big difference in that. So you're going to try and gain some insight into their mindset and the motivations around what it is that has brought them to the art purchasing market in the first place. And then what we want to be able to do is tailor your approach to meet their needs effectively. So as an art collector, we're driven by a variety of factors ranging from aesthetic appreciation to investment potential and even the personal connection. Some collectors are passionate about supporting emerging artists and discovering unique pieces. So keep those words in the back of your mind: emerging artists, unique pieces. While other collectors are more focused on acquiring established works with proven value, which might be somebody like a Peter Lick somebody with a little bit more entrenched in the art market. So understanding the motivation that the art collector is bringing to the table can help you tailor your message and your approach that will resonate with different types of collectors that you engage along the way. Art collectors often have specific needs and preferences when it comes to acquiring new pieces. Some may prioritize collecting works that complement their existing collection or fit within a particular theme or style within their home or office space. Others may seek out pieces that evoke specific emotion or memories. A lot of us will sell art that's local to the market that consumers purchasing. So if I'm doing a lot of my art shooting early in my career, I did a lot of shooting in my local area, which is Long Island, New York, and I sold a lot of art pieces to a lot of local Long Island home buyers and home offices and office space. So thinking about that, where they identify the art piece, how they are identifying that with themselves. Is it someplace that evokes an emotion of a place they've been, a place that they once lived, where they currently live, or a place maybe they visited and fell in love with. So those are all interesting things that they can sort of hang their hat on when it comes to doing business with you. Identifying those common needs and preferences position you in a way that appeals to those buyers and addresses their interests directly. Every collector is unique, and it's essential to tailor your approach to align with their expectations and their preferences. Some collectors may prefer a more hands-on personal experience, while others may prefer to browse independently and make decisions at their own pace. So by adapting your communication style, presentation techniques, and level of engagement to suit each collector's preference, you can create a positive and memorable experience that encourages them to consider your art for their collections. So overall, taking the time to understand the collector's perspective allows you to build the rapport, establish trust, and ultimately increase the likelihood of making a sale. By demonstrating empathy, flexibility, a genuine interest in meeting the needs of potential buyers, you can create mutually beneficial relationships that support your success as an art photographer. In the world of art sales, mastering the art of conversation is essential for building rapport, understanding collectors' preferences, and ultimately closing sales. Buyers love to have conversations. They love to talk about themselves. Here they are purchasing something that is, I don't know the right word, esoteric. I'm saying it incorrectly, but those conversations, initiating those conversations with those potential buyers can sometimes feel daunting, but it's essential to approach each interaction with confidence and authenticity. So starting by introducing yourself, expressing genuine interest in the collector's interests. So again, putting the focus back on them and their preferences. Consider opening with a compliment or observation about their taste in art to establish a positive connection from the outset. If they're gravitated towards abstract pieces, have a good conversation about abstract art, what's so great about it, and so forth and so on. If they're particularly interested in black and white versus landscape versus waterscapes, etc., national parks, whatever the theme of the art is that they're looking to purchase, go through that conversation and focus on building a rapport about those things that brings a connection from you to them. Focus on building deeper rapport by asking open-ended questions. An open-ended question is a question that has an answer that is a sentence, not yes or no. So actively listening to those responses, you can start to weed out a common ground of where it is your art resides and where the collector's interests reside, and start bringing those two elements together. Being an active listener is a critical skill that allows you to understand the needs and preferences and the motivation of potential buyers. So practice giving your full attention to the collector, maintaining eye contact, and demonstrating empathy and understanding. You have to pay close attention to the verbal and nonverbal clues that the art buyer is giving you when you're having such conversations. Listen to their tone of voice. Look at their body language, their facial expressions. This is going to help you gauge a level of interest and a level of engagement with them that will help move that conversation along so that you can ask more and more open-ended questions. By listening attentively and responding thoughtfully to their comments and questions, you can demonstrate your commitment to meeting their needs. Okay, your commitment to meeting their needs. Asking open-ended questions is a powerful way to encourage meaningful dialogue and uncover valuable insights into the collector's needs and preferences. Rather than asking those yes or no questions, strive to pose inquiries that invite the collector to share their thoughts, opinions, experiences, or more. So here's an example that I wrote down. Asking the question, do you like this piece? Instead of saying, do you like this piece, which is yes or no, ask, what draws you to this particular artwork? So now you're engaging them with their deeper thoughts about what it is that they're gravitating towards. By encouraging those collectors to articulate their thoughts and feelings, you can gain valuable insight into what it is that they're looking for and have a very informed approach to your sales and help you tailor the offerings to their preferences. Again, notice I'm moving the focus back over to that potential art collector and that art buyer. So the conversation is vital. The art of conversation is vital to the selling of art. Okay, it's twofold. So you want to master the techniques for initiating and maintaining those conversations, honing your active listening skills, very, very important, and asking those open-ended questions to uncover the buyer's needs and their preferences. You're going to, at that point, if you put those little things into practice when you're having conversations, you're definitely going to have a deeper, more positive, more memorable interaction with that potential art buyer. It's going to be genuine, which is really what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring you to a point of authenticity as opposed to making you a salesperson. Leveraging the online gallery, I think, goes without saying, but I want to touch on this just the same. Your online gallery is your virtual storefront. It's offering potential collectors a glimpse into your artistic vision and your creative process. To maximize the effectiveness of your online gallery as a sales tool, it's essential that you optimize your online gallery and present your work in a way that resonates with potential buyers. So let's explore some of the key strategies for leveraging your online gallery. Your online gallery should be designed with a primary goal of showcasing your art in the best possible light and facilitating sales transactions seamlessly. So you want to start by ensuring that your website is user-friendly, is visually appealing, and optimized for both desktop and mobile devices, what we call responsive. So any device that someone is looking at your gallery on, they're able to see the art pieces very clearly, able to make purchases very clearly. So you want to be able to make it always mobile friendly, very important. Consider investing in professional photography and high quality image of your artwork to capture the attention of potential buyers and convey the beauty and detail of your pieces effectively. What I mean by that is we use marketing tools like Canva, and within those tools, those marketing tools, they have the ability to bring other images. Look at the slide that I'm showing you now. Beautiful, beautiful image of the Golden Gate Bridge. By utilizing visual appealing art pieces or high quality images in your marketing strategy alongside of what your artwork is a very powerful tool. Sometimes I utilize other art pieces or other high quality images in my marketing newsletters, in my headers, in my footers, things along that nature. So I just want you to kind of don't be so locked into just your art and just your art only, just your images and just your images only. There's a lot of other high quality images out there that complement what it is that you're looking to do on social media, primarily digital marketing, digital email marketing for sure. So think about that. Also think about your logo. Are you utilizing a logo, your own personal logo in your branding? We talk about that a lot when I work with our customers on the Sidekick program. We want to make sure that when the art consumer is working with you, that they see you before they see Photo Art Pavilion. And that's important to us. Yes, Photo Art Pavilion is an amazing platform. It offers all of those things that we've been talking about within the gallery. It's easy for, it's a good sales tool. It prevents your work nice and cleanly and gives the ability for people to make purchases right on the fly. But at the same token, we want your headshot on your gallery page. We want your artist story on your gallery page. And we want you to think about when you're doing your marketing, your promotion and your marketing, to bring your name to the forefront of Photo Art Pavilion. So it's very critical that you do that. Okay, I've just lost my place a little bit there. So storytelling, let's go into storytelling for a little bit. Storytelling, powerful tool. I love using storytelling. I use it a lot in my direct email pieces. I use it a lot in my social media posts. I like to try and create that emotional connection with any potential collector and enhance that perceived value of my artwork. So using your online gallery as a platform to share the stories behind your pieces, including the inspiration, what inspired you to make that image, your creative process and your personal significance for each art piece is so important. So providing content and background information that helps viewers understand the narrative and the meaning behind your work, fostering a deeper appreciation and emotional connection to your art. Incorporate compelling visuals such as behind the scene photos, online doing studio tours if you happen to have a studio, your artist statements, enriching those storytelling experiences, engaging collectors on a deeper level is really very, very important. If you're leveraging your online gallery effectively, you can create a compelling and immersive experience that captivates potential collectors and drives sales. Careful curation is important of your work. Thoughtful presentation is important of your work. And strategic storytelling is important of your work. It enhances that emotional connection with your art and inspires viewers and collectors to see the value of what it is that you're offering for sale. And let's not forget, one of the things that I try to work with all of you that are part of Photo Art Pavilion, when you're uploading your art pieces to your storefront, to your gallery, to put really awesome descriptions into those pieces. You might be uploading an image of a barn, and if your description is barn in a field, well, whoop-de-doo. That's really not going to engage an art buyer, an art collector. What brought you to the field? Where's the field located? What's the emotion behind that image? That's the type of things that you want to convey when we're talking about storytelling in your art photography. So now we want to be able to encourage the art buyer without quote unquote selling. Very difficult to do, but we have to be able to master this. And this is kind of what we're drilling into today. In the world of art sales, the ability to encourage potential buyers without resorting to traditional sales tactics is essential for fostering genuine connections and building trust. If all you are is a megaphone of buy, 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 you're going to turn off any audience that you have rather quickly. You've got to bring your personality of yourself, the personality of your artwork forward into the process. You have to be able to do that. One of the most effective ways to encourage potential buyers is to shift the focus from selling to providing value and inspiration. Rather than approaching interactions with the sole intention of making a sale, focus on offering something of genuine value to the collector, whether it's insight into your creative process, a deeper understanding of your artwork, or inspiration for incorporating art into their lives. Sharing your passion and enthusiasm for your craft and offering valuable content and resources, you can establish yourself as a trusted authority and create a positive impression that encourages future engagement. So remember, we're going to be you're not going to make that sale on the very first touch with your connection to the art collector. It's going to take a series of touches. So let's get to the point of being more on a friendly basis with them, more of an expert, and bringing to them some value of what it is that they're looking at, right? So just try to keep that salesy talk way, 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 way down. You want to be creative, supportive, welcoming to those potential buyers. You want to approach each interaction with empathy, authenticity, and a genuine desire to understand the collector's needs. We talked about that earlier in today's presentation. We want to be gently guiding that sales conversation without resorting to pressure or coercion. We don't ever want to be in the coercion business. We want to be focusing on closing the sale, but we also want to be focusing on building a rapport. So the two go hand in hand. Offer some guidance to them, advice based on your experiences and your expertise, and talk to them about the collection that they're looking at, whether it be abstract, whether it be something else, something a little bit deeper, but offer your guidance. Again, if you're asking those open-ended questions, they're going to be spoon feeding you a real deep insight as to what it is that they're doing shopping with you. And that's when you're able to bring that information together with your art. I mean, we do it, Jessica and I do it all the time when we have art buyers that contact us. We take them right to the Photo Art Pavilion, and we do Zoom meetings with them. We rifle through the art pieces, trying to connect what it is that they're looking for versus what it is that we have to offer. And, again, no pressure, no high pressure. When you start putting high pressure on it, they cower, they run away. I like to leave the decision, the final decision, in their hands, obviously, without any pressure, and letting them understand that we're going to be okay if we don't make this sale. We don't want them to feel like we're starving artists, although some of us are, but we want them to feel very comfortable with making that decision and feel like they've done something positive for themselves, more so than positive for you. That's where the interaction really lies. We want to really encourage them without selling. We want to talk to them a little bit about the transactional element of the sale, the pricing, the sizing, and all of those things, and how it may fit into their space. But at the same time, we're able to sort of be more on a friendly basis. Like, I'm working with a buyer right now who's a friend of a friend of a friend who is looking for some art pieces in a vacation home that he purchased. And again, I'm just looking to have conversations, leaving things very open-ended, and also asking for things from him to help me deliver back to him what it is that he's really looking for. Show me some pictures of the floor space, or show me where an empty wall that it is that you're looking to fill. Shoot me a screenshot. Let me see what it is that you're looking at. He may say, oh, I'm looking at a 20 by 30 piece, but I may recommend something larger or something smaller. But it's my job to be part interior designer and part photographer and part curator, and also a tiny part salesperson. So we got to bring all those elements together. So we want to meet our collectors' needs. We really want to be able to build strong relationships. My experience has been that once you make a sale to an art purchaser, they will typically come back 2 and 3 more times. So you really want to build a strong relationship that helps you continue to drive sales and drive success. And again, if you're doing the right thing by one particular art collector, chances are they're going to refer you forward to some friend or family member of their own. It's just like any other business. Could be the mortgage business. If you work with a mortgage representative and they do a great job by you and they make you feel comfortable through the entire process, you're very likely to recommend them to your friends and family when it comes forward. If someone buys an art piece from you and it's hanging in their home, and a friend or family that's in their home recognizes it, says, oh my goodness, that's so beautiful, where did you get that? They'll have the ability to refer you. So keep that in mind. That's why it's very, very important to build those strong relationships. Engaging with those potential collectors is essential to prepare to address any questions, concerns that they might have, any objections that they may have. You have to be ready for that. Maybe they're discussing an objection. Well, I really, really love that piece in canvas, but it's going to be hanging in my bathroom and there's a lot of humidity in my bathroom. Well, boom, be ready to talk to them about acrylics or metals or something else that they can make that purchase from you about. Think about that. Think about handling objections, because you're going to get them. What about this? What about that? Maybe yes, maybe no. I can't right now, blah, blah, blah. Find a way, find a way. I've had buyers come through where I've put them on payment plans. They really, really wanted a large piece of mine, and it was several $1,000s. Fine, I'll put you on a payment plan. I'll take a little bit now and a little bit in 30 days and another 30 days. And when the payment is complete, I'll deliver it to your home. You can be accommodating to your buyers. You're going to be building trust and confidence through your authenticity. That is the way you're going to be successful in working with any buyers that come your way. So I really, I could keep going. I have pages of notes over here, but I don't really want to dig too deep. I feel like we keep going beyond our allotted time. I always promise to keep these meetings to 30 minutes. But
so I know one of the things is what you're talking about is showing or having almost your client be like the hero, if you will. You want to put the focus on them. You want to be able to really work with them and understand where they're coming from. So I actually had somebody reach out to me through social media, somebody that I don't know. They're just a fellow art fan, and they are looking for art for their space. I said, sure, I can help you with that. What are we working with? Take a video, send me a photo, and they actually did a walkthrough video of their space that was just renovated, and I can see what they're working with. I can see their decor. So now I have a better idea as to how to help them see the art of mine that would work for their space. So
Mhm.
that's a great way to have that conversation and really warm them up with the compliments about their space. That's an investment in their home. And now how, what's the right art to really enhance what they've already done. So that's always a great way to have that conversation too. But anyway, all right.
No, no, that's all good. Yeah, the title of the presentation is Connecting with Collectors. So
Yeah,
you're connecting and genuine engagement. You're being genuine. You're answering their needs. Whenever you can put the art buyer first, you're 90% of the time going to win.
exactly.
That's
Yes.
really the critical element. So again, a lot of information in my notes that I've written down that I will drill down again. I'll Substack and then also send you the recording. But the more personal that you can be, the more genuine that you can be, and the more that you are a better listener than talker, the better opportunity you're going to uh, have art sales of your work.
Yes. And again, you got to really be out there and let people know what you're doing. So again, so social media is going to be great. You can run if you should have your Facebook, Instagram, or any other account set up as a business account. You're able to run ads. Now those ads help to go beyond what you've already connected with, right? You always want to go beyond your network to get more people, more eyeballs into you. So that's one way of doing it. And then again, of course, it's going to be running different promotions and so on, which you can always go on to our YouTube channel for all those other ideas on how to get new interest within your art itself.
One of the ways that I've met art collectors over the years, very fortunate that we surround ourselves with exhibits and exhibit spaces. And I like going out to different art exhibits, whether it be something that Photo Art Pavilion is doing, our local gallery is doing, or something that another art gallery is doing, and walking into art exhibits in a physical space, you're 9 times out of 10 going to be bumping into somebody who's looking to make a purchase. Whether your artwork is hanging on that wall or not does not prevent you from slipping a business card in their hands and saying a quick hello and what you gravitated towards. Remember I said that one in the earlier, it's like, do you like this piece, yes or no? No, wrong. What in this art space are you gravitated towards? Where's your connection? And by getting them to talk to you about what it is that they like about their art, you can sort of open that conversation a little bit deeper by saying, oh, I feel that with you, or whatever it is, and then sort of bring them more into a personal conversation and introduce yourself. Go back to an old J&J Café that we did almost a year and a half ago by saying these words: I am an artist. And
Yes.
now they're looking at you in a different light, and oh, maybe you can help me with what I'm looking for. There's just getting into those conversations. Yeah, social media is great for so many ways of reaching people, but I find a lot of dead ends on social media unless you're really hammering it home. As I've said to you in the past, all of you know what I'm going to say next: direct email. This new buyer that I'm working with came through direct email, a friend of a friend of a friend. Um, these are elements of how we become genuine and authentic, and we were able to speak with potential art collectors. If you're running social media, like Jessica said, and you're running ads and you're getting people to interact with you on your posts, make sure you respond. It's nothing worse than having a dead end where you're going back into your social media and you see something that was posted, 5 days ago, 6 days ago. Go into your social media accounts, put the notifications on there. When someone leaves a comment, make sure you get a text messages or whatever it is notification that you get on your phone that says so and so commented on your art or on your post. Go look at it and respond in kind. Again, let's be genuine, let's be respectful, let's build a rapport with those potential buyers out there. Be less
And
salesy and more personal.
the other thing too is community events. What's happening in your hometown? What is going on for you to get out and potentially meet some new people? I know our local libraries here on Long Island are always doing different events, different classes and stuff. And again, that's just a different way of getting out and meeting a new type of group of people. Different clubs and so on, of any kind of hobbies you have. All of these are great things to be able to get involved in, first off. And second off, make those new connections. And, person to person, human to human, you never know where those connections will lead you. Again, it could be you meet somebody at one of these events and then they have a friend who just bought a new house or bought their second house or a vacation house, whatever it is. And then all of a sudden you're in their mind for basically referring you. And good old fashioned business cards are always a good thing to have in your pocket ready to pass out. So, all of these are great ways or tools to be able to make those initial connections. And then you can implement all of these different things that Joanne has gone over on how to continue that conversation and how to be more human or authentic when talking and sharing your art and really trying to capture that sale.
And I think we're going to wrap this up and give everybody their time back. Nice having you with us. Looking forward to seeing you all next month. And if there's any topics that you'd like us to cover, please email us. We'll get to work for you and dig in and deliver a wonderful presentation.
Excellent. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.